Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with today's pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Nashville Predators. The Oilers are coming off their first win of the season, and I was very happy about it, and a lot of people were making fun of me for being happy about my sports team winning, so we are back to serious mode. Nobody's allowed to ever be happy when their team wins. We're putting on the serious face right now. I'm totally kidding. The Oilers do go on the road for their first road trip of the season. It is a mini road trip. They played Nashville today at 6 p.m. Mountain, and then on Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain against Dallas. Now, initially, I was going to live stream tonight on my YouTube channel. However, I'm not at 100% right now, and I want to make sure that if I'm doing live streams and the content that I provide for you is as good as it can be with my energy levels as high as it needs to be to provide amazing content. So I will not be live streaming. However, I will still have a post-game reaction / recap video up. If you did want to check out any content after the game tonight over on Game Over Edmonton's YouTube channel, Avery from Avery Sports Talk Show will be live streaming the Game Over Edmonton segment. He'll talk about the game after it's done. If you wanted to check that out, give Avery a follow as well. He's such a good dude, and I'm very excited to see his first game over of the season. With that out of the way, let's discuss the Oilers and the Nashville Predators. As I mentioned, this is Edmonton's first little mini road trip of the year. They came up with their first win of the season against Philly the other night in Edmonton, and the Oilers desperately needed a win. And the positive thing that I noticed from that game against Philly, I talked a lot about different storylines in my day after discussion from yesterday, but I didn't mention the desperation that Edmonton was playing with. You could tell that the team was desperate to get a win, and they need to play with that desperation every single night. You don't have to sustain it for 60 full minutes, but we need to see that desperation. This team last year, they waited too long to play that desperate style hockey to get a win. They spiraled 2-9-1 to start the year. If Edmonton can start to string together a couple wins here, if they can beat Nashville and maybe even beat Dallas, if you can get a couple wins on the road to start the season, you're 3-3 after 6 games. And you know what? Fans and the players will be feeling much better about the initial 0-3 start, and we can start to build from there. So for Oilers fans, I really hope we see a good effort tonight. And I saw an absolutely outrageous stat, by the way. Leon Draisaitl in his last 14 games against Nashville, I think, has something like 23 goals. Jason Gregor put out a tweet about it. You can check it out. I can't remember what the official stat is. It's unbelievable what Draisaitl has been doing to the Nashville Predators. He absolutely just destroys them every time the Oilers play this team. I don't know what it is. Sometimes certain players just have another team's number. It doesn't matter how much roster turnover is happening. So I think that's, that bodes well for Edmonton if Draisaitl is able to sustain that type of play against the Predators tonight. Now, let's head into the projected lineup. So, Bob Stauffer tweeted this out at 10:30 this morning. The projected lineup for Edmonton, Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman will stay together. They played okay, but as the game went on, late in the third, they were able to combine to get the game-tying goal. And then, of course, McDavid found Draisaitl in overtime for the win. Makes sense to keep them together. Try and drive some offense here. Second line is Vasily Podkolzin, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Victor Arvidsson. Now, that second line was more like the third line against Philly because Jeff Skinner, Adam Henrique, and Connor Brown played so well. I almost consider that Edmonton's second line right now if they're able to continue that really strong play. Connor Brown had his first goal of the season. We did not have to wait until March this year for that, so that's really good for Connor Brown. Love Connor Brown, by the way. Jeff Skinner has been phenomenal all season long. Doesn't matter where you slot him in the lineup. Jeff Skinner has been all over the ice in a very positive way. And then Adam Henrique has been a very solid two-way center this season, and hopefully he gets rewarded with some more production as well. Fourth line, you can have Matthias Janmark, Derek Ryan, and Corey Perry, who have all done a good job at playing their role. Corey Perry, he had a fight against Farabee. Derek Ryan has looked, I would say, really good all season, and it is young. It's a young season. Derek Ryan also had a goal called back because Victor Arvidsson could not stay onside, which was very unfortunate against the Flames. On defense, you have Matthias Ekholm with Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse with Troy Stetcher, and Brett Kulak with Ty Emberson. I think Emberson's looking for a bit of a bounce-back game. I didn't think he played amazing against Philly, but he has played pretty well for, the games that he has gotten into. Stetcher with Nurse, I do like that they are keeping those two together. There's some good signs coming with that pair, and they showed some pretty good signs last season when they were together briefly for a few games. So let's see if they can start to build some chemistry with these defense pairs. Roll with them for a few games. Don't take guys out unless you absolutely have to, and let's see if the Oilers can build off of their momentum against Philly. In net tonight, it's going to be be Calvin Pickard, it looks like, and Stuart Skinner will likely get the start against Dallas on Saturday for the matinee matchup. Now, when we head into the game day predictions, we'll take a look at some of the stats as well. The Nashville Predators have not gotten off to the start that I think a lot of their fans, and even for me personally, I had Nashville pegged to be one of the better teams in the Central Division this year. Just like Edmonton, they're struggling at putting the puck in the net. They're struggling at keeping the puck out of the net. They've had a bit of uncertainty in their goal. UC Saros has not been 100% for them this season. Nashville's gone off to an 0-3 start. Their expected goals for percentage is hovering around 50%, so it's not terrible. Still young in the season, very small sample size. Their power play's clipping at 9.1%. Again, that is due to regress back to the mean, especially with guys like Steven Stamkos on the team now, Philip Forsberg. Like, Nashville has a really good roster, really good forwards. This is a team that is due for a big breakout, and if the Oilers are not careful, if the Oilers are not playing defensively responsible, Nashville will eat them alive. Nashville is a team right now, just like Edmonton, things will eventually balance out, and I don't want Nashville to be the team that puts about 5 or 6 goals against Edmonton's goaltending to get themselves back up and feeling good about themselves. The Oilers have to play very disciplined tonight. They cannot afford to take 7 more penalties like they did against Philly and prevent that Nashville power play from getting anything going. Nashville's penalty kill has been terrific early in the year, 87.5%. Nashville right now is scoring 2 goals per game. They're giving up 4.6 goals per game. Corsi for 56.63%, and shots for 52.42%. Over on the Oilers side, their expected goals for ranks top 3 in the league at 57.02% at 5-on-5. Their power play is struggling. They have not really been able to make a huge dent in any of the power plays that they've gotten so far this season. So hopefully if they get a couple power plays tonight, they're able to find some chemistry and find a goal here or there. I think the team right now is struggling with their shot selection. Evan Bouchard seems to be hesitating when he gets it at the blue line. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, when he has it on that left circle, he's looking to defer. He's passing all the time. They're not able to find Draisaitl for his one-timer, and then Connor McDavid, he is doing a lot when he's out on the power play, but again, they haven't been able to find the looks that they would like to have. Zach Hyman, the net front presence, I don't remember him even getting any kind of deflection or like tap in at that moment, so hopefully Zach Hyman is able to get going too. Zach Hyman is someone that I haven't talked a lot about of this season with his slow play, so hopefully he can pick it up as well. He is due for a couple goals and maybe even a power play goal. Penalty kill is sitting at 56.3%, which is a lot better than the 15% it was at after game 2. So the penalty kill is starting to get a little bit better. Just don't give a team 7 power play opportunities like you did against Philly. They did give up 2 power play goals the other night against the Flyers. So hopefully the Oilers can find a way to, calm that penalty kill down and prevent some goals here, because they are leaking a little too much on the kill. Goals for per game, 1.75. Goals against per game, 4.5. It goes without saying the Oilers need a few more stops from their goaltenders. Stuart Skinner was able to stop a good few pucks in the third period against Philly to prevent Philly from getting ahead even further than they were, and they're going to need Calvin Pickard tonight to hold the fort. Give us a 905 save percentage. 905 save percentage is all I'm asking. Goals against per game, 4.50. Corsi for 62.10%. Shots for percentage, 57.53%. My player to watch is, of course, Leon Draisaitl. As I mentioned, he absolutely feasts on the Nashville Predators. This is his favorite team to play against. It seems like he's always scoring 2 or 3 goals a game against Nashville, and hopefully for Oilers fans, that continues to go his way and our way. Score prediction tonight, I'm going 4-2 Oilers. However, like I mentioned, I am not discrediting the Nashville Predators. This is a team that the Oilers are facing that is absolutely due to break out offensively, and if the Oilers are not careful, this game could get ugly real fast. Nashville is desperate for their first win of the season. The Oilers are desperate to just get back to 500. Should be a great game. I cannot wait. We'll see you in the post-game recap, Oil Country. If you liked today's pregame report, make sure you hit that like button. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. And like I mentioned, over on the Game Over Edmonton YouTube channel, after the game, Avery from Avery Sports Talk will be doing the Game Over Edmonton live stream. If you want to check that out, link is in the description. I also have a Discord. If you want to join the Discord, that link is also in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means the absolute world. Hopefully the Oilers can continue to build and get a couple more wins here, and we'll start feeling good about the season heading into November. Couple weeks to go until November, so got to focus on now, I suppose. Tell someone that you love Oil Country. Fight like Ben. Fight like a kid. We'll see you after the game. Take care.